placed in a rectangular tank of dimensions 3, 4, and 5 centimeter. What volume of water can the tank hold? Can the tank now hold? So that's the capacity. So how do we know that? We know that we have a cube. And what is the volume of a cube? Volume. Volume of a cube is L cube, as L cube. And what is the side? The side is, which is the length, is what? 3 centimeter. That means we are saying 3 times 3 times 3, and that is what? 27 centimeter cube. Then we also have rectangular tank. So we have the dimension. So what is the volume of that? Volume of that will be L times breadth times H. So what is the length? You take any one of these. It's 5 times 4 times 3. So this one will be 60 centimeter cube. So this is the volume. Now we are told that a solid metal cube of this placed in a rectangle. So when you place this volume in this, and the question I asked that what volume of water can the tank hold? Can now hold. So what is the total volume of the tank? 60. What is the volume of the cube that is placed inside the tank? 27. So if you want to know, that means volume that water can hold, that's the capacity, will definitely be volume of the rectangle, minus volume of the cube. So definitely, what's the volume of the rectangle? That's 60 centimeter cube, minus volume of the cube, that's 27 centimeter cube, and that will be 33 centimeter cube. So that will definitely be our answer. So we're going to pick the option B. A chord of a circle of radius 7 centimeter is 5 centimeter from the center of the circle. What is the length of the chord? So in this situation, let's interpret our question. We have a circle. Let's say this is the center of the circle and there's a chord somewhere here. Let's say the chord is called AB. Let us join it to that center O. Something like this. Okay? Meanwhile, the chord of radius. So the radius has been given, so radius is 7 centimeter. This is also radius 7 centimeter. And it's 5 centimeter from the center. So let's say the center of the circle is now 5. This is the chord. So the distance between the chord and the center will be what? 5 centimeter. Now, what I have drawn here is a perpendicular what? Bisector that will bisect the side, and also it's also perpendicular to the chord. So in that situation, that means I can use Pythagoras Theory because I'm having, let's say this is D. So I have a right angle triangle. I have a right angle triangle looking like this. This is B, this is O, this is D. Meanwhile, this one is what? 5 centimeter. And this place is what? 7 centimeter. So I want to calculate this place. That's dB. If I calculate dB and multiply by 2, then I will get the length of the chord. Because length of the chord will be equals to 2 times dB. That's what we need to know. So that means what it means is that if you calculate our dB, you multiply by 2 to get the length of the chord. So how do we get our dB? dB. Meanwhile, this is perpendicular, so we can use a Pythagoras theorem. This is the hypotenuse, this is the opposite. So in this situation, we have hypotenuse square, that's 7 square, equals to 5 square plus dB square. So what is 7 square? That's 49. What is 5 square? That's 25 plus dB square. So I can make my dB square the subject of the formula, and and that will be 49 minus 25. What's that? That is 4, 2. That's 24. So my dB will be what? Square root of 24, which is 4 times what? 6. So what's square root of 4? That's 2. So that was 2 root what? 6. So 2 root 6 centimeter is the dB. And I said earlier or initially that length of the cord is 2 times the length of what? dB. So that means the length of the cord will be 2 times 2 root 6 centimeter, and that will give us 4 root 6 centimeter. So we go to our option and pick the one that suits that. So here it will be option A. That's 4 root 6 centimeter. Now a circle of perimeter 28 centimeter is opened to form a square. What is the maximum possible area of the square? Now we are talking about two things. We're talking about circle, and we're also talking about what? Square. Perimeter of a square is the same thing as what? Circumference of a square. So, and what is the formula for perimeter of a square, which is the same thing as what? Circumference of a square? It has a formula 2 pi r. Take note of that. What about a square? A square, the perimeter of a square would definitely be what? 4L, since it has equal length. So the question now asks us to find what? What is the maximum possible area of the square? That means we need to calculate the length. And since the question has given us the information that the circle of a perimeter is open to form a square, definitely the circumference or the perimeter of a square is equal to what? The perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of a circle is equal to what? Perimeter of a square. So that's the formula. So in this situation, what is the perimeter of a circle? 2 pi r. What is the perimeter of a square? 4L. So in this situation, we are given the perimeter of a square. So this one is given. The whole of this is given. That's 28 equals to 4L. And we are looking for length. So we divide both sides by what? 4. 4 here 1, 4 and 28 is 7. So our length is what? 7 centimeter. The question asks us to determine what? The area of the square. And what's the formula for the area of the square? Area of a square is equals to what? L squared. Take notes. Then we have calculated our L to be 7. So we just say 7 squared. And what's 7 squared? 7 times 7. And that's 49 centimeter squared. So we go to our option and pick the one that matches that. That's option B. The next question says, if the area of triangle PQR is 12 root 3 centimeter squared, find the value of Q. So in this situation, take note of this. If any time you are asked to calculate the area of a triangle such that a side is given, an angle is given, there is no other formula to use other than this formula. So we know that in this situation, if we have PQR, that means this place is Q, because this is side facing this angle. This place is what? 60 degrees. So we can produce a line from R to meet at what? PQ. So in that situation, what's the area for calculating? What's the formula for calculating the area of a triangle? Is half base times height. That's the formula. But in this situation, let's call this our height. Automatically, if you're trying to make, so let's find sine 60 degrees. That would definitely be what? Opposite over hypotenuse. What's hypotenuse? Q. So that means our h, which implies our h equals to what? Q sine 60 degrees. So if we come here, we just say A equals to half base. What is our h? Our h has been, an expression has been found for our h, which is now what? Q sine theta. So just put here Q sine 60 degrees. Instead of writing h is this. So this one, the formula becomes this. Then here, we are looking for our area. Half, what is the base? 8 times Q, then times sine what? Sine 60 degrees. And by special hand rule, sine 60 degrees is what? Root 3 over 2. Meanwhile, the area has been given to us in the question to be what? 12 root 3. So we have 12 root 3. 2 can come 2 here 1, 2 here 4. 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So we have what? 2q root 3. That's what I have. Or we can write it as 12 root 3 equals to 2 root 3 q. And we are looking for our q. What do we need to do? We divide both sides by what? 2 root 3. So we divide this one by 2 root 3. We also divide this by 2 root 3. And that will be root 3 can cancel root 3. 2 here 1, 2 here 6. So our q is going to be 6. And that will be what? Option. Now, question 17. A cylindrical pipe 50 meters long with radius 7 meters has one end open. What is the total surface area of the pipe? In this situation, we have a cylinder. Normally, if you are having a cylinder, the total surface area of a cylinder is going to be the two base, the area of the, you have two circles here, the base and the top. So you are supposed to have, area of a circle of this is pi r squared. Area of a circle of this is pi r squared. Then the curved surface area, that's together with the height, is 2 pi rh. So the total surface area is 2 of this, that's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh. That is for a closed cylinder.